Really said, yeah. I heard black in the title and I'm gonna fuck up this whole
demonetized.
What's up, people?
How's it going, everybody?
When the internet's not against us.
Another day. Just another day, you know?
Government's against us. Yeah. Internet's against us.
Ron DeSantis.
Man, this shit blew up over here, y'all.
Real quick, speaking of Ron, fuck you, Ron DeSantis. I would like to say it every single show.
Hey, get it,
I won't.
Yeah, get it out your system.
Yeah, it's just
refresh yourself.
Oh, that voice.
Hey, throw Greg Abbott in that bitch.
Oh, Greg Abbott's a piece of shit.
Oh, I mean,
Greg Abbott's
throw
piece of shit.
Throw his bitch ass in the fucking Rio Grande.
Hey, you got Mossy Menos later. Talk about it. I'm kidding. No, fuck Greg Abbott.
Issues are black issues. Fuck your mother. If you don't agree.
It's in New York in the 1980s.
Bing bong.
Okay.
You know what? Yeah, we do have to spell it with black with a Q.
Like the R&B group.
Oh my gosh, this is out here falling down. What did you do to your
What
mic
happened
stand?
here? It's loose.
It's not loose. That you can't adjust that way. You have to not touch it. Leave it vertical. Balance it out. It's already happened to me once. Already happened to you twice.
I mean,
Get better. Get good. Or buy us all new ones because I don't want to fucking have to buy new ones.
That one's perfectly fine.
yeah,
right?
everyone else.
Not.
That one's okay.
The second you move it, it'll do the same thing.
Now,
what is happening?
Now remember, Sammy, we liked the old mic stand, so
Yeah,
okay
and they
with
look like shit.
and that's okay.
We don't even have stickers.
And it kept going because you guys kept fucking moving them all the time. This is better for you. Take your medicine and enjoy it. Be thankful.
We are thankful.
No, you're not. Get the old ones and go buy the old ones and use them. No one ever helps me in this house.
He should really be a father.
He's perfectly set up to be a dad.
Specifically, again, I gotta go years.
That's literally for children.
Specifically in 1991.
Show them the baby tablet I got you.
No, because I don't want to move it. It's
He
perfect.
doesn't want to move it. That's fair.
But yeah, no, you have the energy of a father in 1991.
We also like the tablet, and we like the mic stands.
No, you don't.
I like them. We like the mic stands.
They've just been a hard adjustment.
It's something different.
Yeah, it's
It
different.
doesn't mean it's not good. It's just different.
Trying a new position, mixing it up. You know, we're still getting used to
I feel
it.
bad for your girl when you have so much trouble making a new position.
Well, Darth Rabbit, first of all, Darth Rabbit number 95, thanks for joining us. Yeah, you just get used to us breaking shit. It might happen. It happens more than you think it would. But thanks for coming in. Actually, you know what? Y'all know what to do. Attack him or them.
Also, Tommy.
Yes.
Get centered.
Oh, which
Camera
way?
right. You need to get camera middle.
This way?
Other way. That's not
This
correct.
way. It seems so
Right,
far
and then you gotta
away.
scoot up to the fucking mic.
Oh, that's so
There
close.
you go.
Hey.
And
All right.
How are you more? You're still to the camera.
I don't know. I don't know how this
Center.
works.
Center yourself. Do you know what the center
I
of the phrase is?
don't know which way.
Right.
This
There you go.
way.
There you go.
This isn't center.
I don't think that's center. That was leading him astray, to be
Because you lean
honest.
Left.
No, he's not leaning. Oh, okay. Well, yes, he leans left there.
This works. Yeah, you're right.
But you
Good observation.
Now, time out. He instructed you center though, and he should have
Yeah.
said a little bit so that way you can lean left.
Yeah, horrible director.
That's not
Left
fair.
or right.
That's not
You're a
fair.
great producer,
You're telling us,
horrible director.
yeah, like all these producing skills.
Yeah.
And he,
Knows
and,
every technical aspect of the game.
Make me want to kill myself.
ooh, don't
Rule
you-
of threes, man. You know about the rule
Yeah,
of threes.
you
I'm
don't
not even there.
Follow any of them.
Hey,
I don't-
oh,
not
so you're
with-
telling us to follow the rules? You're telling us to conform?
I'm telling you to do something right.
He's the man.
Yeah, he's
By
the
any
man.
means
He
necessary.
might as well be the government.
Don't you use Malcolm's words.
By any genes necessary.
That's not okay.
That's Kanye's words.
Oh, no. Those are two opposite ends of the spectrum.
Pick one then.
One's a Nazi and one's Malcolm X.
But what's up, people? We're really excited to get kicked off with the show.
Yeah.
Despite popular belief, you know, we don't always talk about deep shit here.
No.
I mean, well, I guess this kind of gets into some intricacies.
Sometimes.
But,
Right.
sometimes we just like to have fun. And me and Tommy, let me spin you a tale.
This
Faithful.
was about a year ago?
Yeah, faithfully.
God damn it, man. I've been wanting to do this for a year.
Hey, man, we
This
get
is my
like
show today.
we get like 12 episodes of Blaxcellence a year. It takes a while before we get shit into rotation sometimes.
True, it's a lot to talk
And
about.
if we doubling up on a month, that's too much Black Excellence. I mean, after that, we might as well change the rest of the shows to Blaxcellence topics,
right?
And we'll just dominate the website. So we can't do that. But what I can tell you is, so what had happened was, we came after Blaxcellence. I think we were talking about some 90s shit, which actually is, I want to say, a fourth of the episodes we usually talk about.
Yeah.
And me and Tom were just shooting the shit, talking about different shows that, used to be back on in the day.
Yeah.
Different instances that we used to get into. And then we had an epiphany. Whoa, time out. People have been fighting for more representation on the screen adequately. Every year you're hearing more about it.
Always, right?
But back in the 90s, we were winning.
We were thriving back then.
Thriving.
Entertainment-wise, media-wise, we were thriving. And I know the little thing says TV, movies as well, but we'll focus probably more on TV because I got some doozies. But it was plentiful. That was the time we
bountiful.
grew up. Yeah.
Beautiful.
It was beautiful. It was life, though, TJ. It was life. It wasn't out of the ordinary. It wasn't anything crazy.
It wasn't out of the box.
It was
just normal.
Saturday morning, you wake up. It'll be at least one or two black cartoons on Saturday morning.
Not even just black cartoons. You get things in syndication whenever you're going to bed. Yeah. All the time. Nick at Night used to be like BET.
Sure was. Fresh Prince, Family Matters.
All the nine. And then you'd end off with the nanny because you'd be like, all right, that voice is going to put me to sleep. That's okay.
Well, that voice is fighting for the rights of actors.
That is very true.
Yeah.
But no, so we have a topic about where did all the black television and movies go? And we'll be diving into that for the...
It's like a Twilight Zone.
It's like a Twilight Zone, to be honest. We're diving into that a little bit later. Yeah. But Tom, you know how we start these shows.
Right.
First and foremost, what's going on in your hood? How's everything doing?
Pretty okay, I suppose. I mean, life be life and just,
say that again. Like, I wish we had an air horn.
It's hot as fuck.
It's hot and you can't escape it.
Well, yeah, because I don't think people know about Texas heat if you're not from Texas. It sticks to you, and you have to blast that shit away.
No, actually, that's the best way of putting it. It's like stuck on you. You come inside the house and you're like, how do you radiating heat?
Yeah.
You're carrying in an aura of heat.
It's like a fire phantom that just gets in every orifice, every crease of you, and you can't escape it. You can go into like an AC place, but it'll take a while to cool down. That's why you need to just blast it away. Industrial strength fans and like bags and bags of ice.
My AC. So my AC went out for a little bit.
Sue.
So no.
Okay.
No. Okay. So check. I'll let me paint the stage here. My AC went out the other day. I think it was like on Wednesday, just overnight. So like it was. It started like it. We noticed it at like 10,
right?
And then it got stuck at 79 in my crib for a while. Thanks to being on the ground floor, it kind of rose. So it maintained at 79, slowly went up to 80 throughout the night. But then we got it all, like my apartment complex handled it by the AM.
Right.
You know what took out my AC? I want you to guess. I want you to guess what happened to my AC. Get one guess.
But you didn't just put it constantly on 63?
Nah, my AC be blasting and it's perfectly fine.
What happened?
A snake. Got into the AC unit and just fucked it all up.
Wow.
Legit. Like I was like, time out. Even nature's trying to take you out here in Texas. It's getting creative.
It's Australia. That's all it is. It's fucking Australia. Like you can't go outside. You might die if you go outside. Something might bite you. We have centipedes here that are fucking nightmare inducing.
Dragons.
Fuck. They're
from the medieval time.
You can't defeat them. Like they have hard shells. Every little tentacle is a fucking poisonous barb. Like they will fucking kill you. And like, give me your spiders and snakes all day. We can handle that shit. And we have those too. But it's just like, everything, any and everything. We got tarantulas.
We have black widows here.
Black widows. Black widows.
You know what's crazy? Whether you're faith induced or not, I usually say there's a few things on this planet that make you believe that, someone had to create this shit because it's just too fucked up.
Yeah.
Centipedes fall under that category because I'm like, you couldn't just, an evolution doesn't do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Come to find out, prehistoric times, there were giant centipedes.
Yes.
Yeah, which the thought of that, TJ, freaks me the fuck out.
Nah, dude, I'm telling you.
Oh, God.
Giant insects, if there were ever, like, if somebody digs up something prehistoric times, like there's a chasm somewhere that's just maintaining these creatures underground, and there's giant insects somewhere, I'm taking myself out. It's the one thing that can make me never want to be on this planet again.
Oh, no.
I'm the first nigga who's going to Mars. I'm gonna tell you that right now. I ain't gonna be here if there's giant insects here on this planet.
What SpaceX flight do I have to catch to get the fuck out?
I'll be like, I've loved Elon this entire time. Take me away.
Are we building Elysium? Let's do that.
Hey, shout out to you, Juke the Ronin. Thanks for gifting a tier 1 sub to the community. Speaking of the community, hey, we're doing something for y'all. Doing something for the peoples. We love the people.
Fuck you, Key. I know. I hate that movie, and that's a reason why. King Kong, they have a giant centipede in it.
They do. Is that the one with
Jack Black?
Jack Black, yes.
And Adrian Brody. Yeah, I hate that. I don't like that movie in general, but that scene doesn't help.
Hey, don't worry. We will, oh, what's up, Darth Rabbit 95? Gifting a tier sub to the community. Oh my goodness. Y'all looking out.
Jasmine,
y'all are looking out for the peoples.
Yeah.
But speaking of looking out for the peoples,
Darth Rabbit.
As I was going on, right? Hey, we got something for y'all. Got something exciting. Got something to look forward to.
What's this?
Tommy, what you talking about? What's this?
What? The show?
Not the show. I mean, they're gonna love the show.
They're gonna love the show.
But.
Yeah, what are we hyping?
What are we hyping? What are you talking about? What we hyping? It's only a week and a half away.
Oh.
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about.
I didn't know it was my birthday coming up, so you gotta.
That is true. Yeah. So okay, let me. So for some context here, I want to say 3 of the hosts' birthdays are all in July. Tommy's.
The other 2 are in October.
Tommy.
3 are in October.
Tommy is. So Tommy's birthday
hype train.
and
love it.
Get to that.
Yeah.
Tommy's birthday and Marcos's birthday is this week. Mine is I think a couple weeks
the
earlier.
same day.
But it's all let's set it all relative here. We all just have July birthdays, and Marcos was being real sweet and trying to take you out for your birthday a little bit, trying to get some food.
Yeah. I didn't know
when he
that.
asked Tommy, hey, we still good for Thursday? You want to go grab some steak? Tommy's like, for what? For whom?
Thought I lost a bet.
Yeah, what's the occasion? Yeah, his actual eyes was, did I lose a bet?
Thought I lost a bet.
It's like, nah, nigga, it's your birthday. It's your birthday on the day.
When you get to a certain age, you don't care.
I mean, that's fair.
You're not there yet.
But,
you'll get there soon.
But it's all sweet. But don't get it twisted. Hold up. Perfect way to kick off a hype train, which we definitely did notice. Thank you guys so much for the hype train. Love to see everything coming through. And love to see that everyone's subscribing. Human the Black Man. Human the Black Human.
Yeah.
Love that name still. Thank you for subscribing for 11 months. But what we're talking about, what we're hyping, what you're hyping, what we're bringing up to the top of the line is our themexcellence 9th anniversary 9-hour stream. Saturday, July 29th, 2023. Over $500 in giveaways. We're doing
1,000 now.
That's a correction. Over $1,000 in giveaways.
You need to have a scratch and 1,000.
Yeah. Actually, we need to start Xing it out every time we add in money.
I will.
But no, we have over $1,000 worth of giveaways. We're gonna have podcasts. Actually, a whole Blaxcellence segment with, guess what? More than me and just Tommy.
Multiple black people.
Oh, we're maxing out the blackness, and I have
scoured every corner of Austin.
We did Captain Planet. We were like, fire! What? All culminating into an amazing Blaxcellence podcast. We've also got a Masi Menos, a little bit of tasting, a lot of gaming. If you're a fan of wrestling, you might as well come through. Everything that's related to themexcellence, we're doing it big, and we've got challenges and more. And when I say that we are actually going all out, it's only because of all the support that you guys have been able to bring, and so we definitely want to give back to the community. You want to start off with a big bang. Hey, don't forget, one of our favorites, something that y'all guys have come through with on regular basis, is Manscaped, and we are giving away a bunch of different Manscaped items just to give you a sneak peek on one of the types of things we're giving. Every single category of shows, every single category of different media will be having a different offering and an option, and we're very excited to share that with you guys. So very excited to make sure that we have that popping.
Also, I'm coming in not only to promote it, but if you're a subscriber, I made you some new emotes. They're very nice, so be sure to check. Also, I'm legitimately giving away my shoes. So if you want my shoes, this is one of the pairs that you may get. It's pretty much non-functional, but it's a shoe, and it is mine.
And
Only one?
only
Two, both of them. The other one's torn, though.
the other one's torn though. When I say we're giving away all of our fan favorite things, we are. We're coming through just for you guys. Do not worry. Yes.
Oh,
We are
it's proof
coming
they
in
both
swinging.
exist.
We will wash it a little.
We'll sign them. We will sign them, but we will not.
We will sign them, but not wash them, I guess.
Authentic excellence funk.
But we will genuinely, when I say we're definitely coming out swinging, you guys do not understand how much support that has, how much we're able to give back to you thanks to all the support you guys have given us. And when I say we're truly, I'm not going to be surprised if by next week it'll be over $2,000 or $3,000 of prizes we'll be giving away. So
I'm trying to show them all the new things.
they've already been doing it.
They're doing fine.
I worked real hard on it.
They've already been, get out of here.
We need to Sandman you. Where's a broom?
Yes, be gone. It's the Black People Podcast. No, I'm kidding. But seriously. Seriously though, guys, very excited for the 9th anniversary 9-hour stream. And if you ever have any questions, like, what do you mean 9th anniversary? You guys have been spinning up the podcast and proper for 3-4 years.
Only been here for about, what, 2-3 years?
3 years. 3 years. Don't undersell the amount of work we've put in, and he's put in.
Sure.
All right. So, like, no, we've been,
Yeah.
but hey, Sammy's been having the excellence going for a very long time.
It's his thing.
It's his thing. It's his baby. Don't ever forget that. So
From the beginning.
we don't want to ever.
Would you ever sell it?
Yeah. For sure.
He didn't hesitate.
So we cannot wait. I know. I literally, it's like,
I wasn't expecting that.
hey, mama, I'm fine with being. I'm fine
It's a
with being
rough
bought out.
economy, man.
That's it.
Like, yeah, you gotta cash out when you can.
I said, we'll cash out.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, Tommy come up here and be like, damn, Tommy, is that a gold grill?
Yeah.
Oh, you guys aren't getting any of it.
Well, then never mind.
Well, I'll see you in court. I'll sue your ass.
Now, hold on, Mr. Gonzalez.
Yeah.
We will make sure we take this in the proper routes if we need to.
Hey, what you got in writing?
To be honest, it don't really matter if it's in writing or not. Actually, there's
Really?
enough.
Yeah.
If writing would actually protect you more. To be fair,
Yeah.
Wait, protect you more.
No,
no,
you.
Good.
We could take you to the
writing would
cleanest.
protect you more.
Oh.
I'll take those Legos.
But no, seriously.
I will fist fight you.
But no, thank you guys so much. We will definitely be. We will definitely be showcasing some of the other stuff we have in association with that in our event coming up. And if you guys can, really pretty please. I know we ask this a lot. I know we ask y'all guys to come out and come through, and you guys do bangers all the time. But we literally will be on for 9 hours. And so if you can get everyone and anyone, we want this to be a great opportunity to bring.
What the fuck is dares?
You'll see when we get there.
Just now noticed that.
But you'll see when we get there.
No.
Nothing crazy.
No
Don't worry.
mayo and
First of all, no, that's for bets. First of all, Tommy, you have access to the outline. You just didn't read it.
What do you mean?
It's in the chat. There's a whole outline.
No one tagged me in that.
Anywho, no, for reals. If you guys can spread the word, spread the love. We're going to promote it on all the forms of social medias.
Yeah.
We want to have as many new faces, really want to bolster and showcase just how awesome of a community we have. Because, once again, I'm going to reiterate it the day of. I'm going to reiterate it all the way up until then. This is only possible because you guys have been awesome. And we genuinely want to make sure we're giving back to you guys in full swing. And so, check us out next weekend. But for today, that was like a little pre-show and fun. Then we'll spend an hour on the main topic. So, Tommy.
Yeah.
What recently have you been into, man? Like, has there been anything surprise? Because I want to share something. I have something on top of mine, but
Okay.
What has there been anything fun and trendy that you've been into?
Like watching? Or?
Like watching news you've been keeping up with outside of, for me personally, this is not what I wanted to talk about, but like, the Adam 22 stuff that just keeps on getting worse. That just keeps on getting worse.
How did it get worse? I just discovered it this morning.
Oh, man.
How did it get worse from where it already was?
Dog, don't worry. worry. We can talk. We can't
We can't because it's not a part of the main subject, so we got to talk about it now.
Yeah, no. What I mean is we can't go into depth on this subject because.
Because no sex.
Yeah. So the Twitch don't like what we talk about there. Yeah. But when I say
what. We talk about it. It's fine.
I mean, I thought we said we could. Literally, the last time we talked about it, we couldn't talk about it.
No, we're on a time crunch last time. It was gonna take too much time. That's why we didn't talk about it last time.
I don't believe that. He's gaslighting me. Gaslighting me.
Go ahead.
You don't listen.
Gaslighting. Yeah. Okay, but check it. So.
Tell them about it.
So if you haven't been. Man, you know I hate the subject.
Look, I didn't even know who Adam 22 was until this morning. Until 7 o'clock this morning. I didn't know he nor his wife existed.
I'm tired of giving these guys free publicity. But, I mean, you brought it on yourself.
And still let me know who he is.
Okay, so check it. With Adam 22, if you didn't know, let me catch you up. TLDR, Adam 22, wife, do porn stuff for a podcast. Got married a month later. Adam 22 is like, cool, signing off on you doing a guy-girl scene without me involved. Yeah. It's the first time letting another man, sleep with his wife. My qualm with the situation was
It's probably my qualm with the situation.
I said, it was a month that you just got married. Yeah. That's just fresh out the gate. Right. There's a lot of different situations that you want to invite that in, and that's totally fine. That's pre-established. But it takes a very differently built person to be able to take care of that, because ultimately what's going to happen with the internet.
Yeah.
They're going to drag you through the dirt.
Yes.
Now, I didn't think it was going to evolve into almost damn near fetishization.
So that's what kind of the whole fucking thing is, no? That's what I got out of it.
Fetishization, and motherfucker said, and even the porn star who was involved said, I wouldn't let him do it. I mean, I would have let my do it. But hey, to each their own.
Look, man. Again, yeah, you're right. To each their own. Whatever you do in your relationship consensually, great. Go for it. But I've seen this story before. I've seen this movie before. Not that one. I've seen that one too, but I've seen this play out before. In real life, basically. I've seen that. It's a friend of mine. I think I've mentioned him on the show. We'll call him Gary.
Gary, gotcha.
Yeah.
His name is Gary.
But yeah, no, he had a girl whose sex drive was out of this world, and he wasn't quite there. Which I always say, that's a thing in relationships. Make sure that those two things are equal, because sex doesn't matter to some people; it matters to some others. So that's an important thing. Talk to your partner.
And I think if you're on radical extremes of either end, that's something you need to have a deeper discussion on as well.
You perhaps should.
Yeah, because there's probably some other layers to that.
If it's an unhealthy type of deal, but if you have a sexual, vigorous,
then it's totally fine, and you just have to be able
sexual appetite, that's fine. Find someone else who can keep up.
And, you talk about that early.
Mm-hmm. Get all that out of the way early. Mm-hmm. But yeah, no, Gary couldn't keep up. His girl could, so she did. So he decided to do the open relationship thing, and he wasn't hitting as much as she was. She was, succeeding more. He didn't like that. It was a whole thing. What do you expect? I don't know. That's what I said too. Well, I don't know what to tell you, man.
But hey, but okay. But okay. So in that rationale, right?
Right.
Which, hey.
Looking at this situation, I could see a road where
I don't see any. We're watching a grown man dissolve.
Really, it's more. Because all I knew was what you told me before. So what's the latest?
Oh, you didn't see him?
No, I did not.
Oh man, okay.
What do you mean he's dissolving? He said he was okay with it.
No, he's not. No, he's not. He's not okay with it at all.
His idea.
Okay, so it sounds like it almost, to be honest, at first I thought it was kind of led on as a mutual, or maybe it really feels like it was his idea and he's paying back for it. I just hold up. I got you.
Did he want to prove to her he was cool? Or I don't know.
No. Me, okay, if you look at the interviews, so the weirdest part here is, to me, when you look at the interviews, it feels like, I don't think she even really wanted to that much. It felt like more of a marketing sort of thing or more of a publicity thing. And for some reason, millionaires were doing it for more money. I don't really know why they were doing it for more money. Okay. You're a millionaire? not probably my best pitch, but once again, I
know shit.
Tommy. Let me put you on game.
So he's disintegrating before our eyes. Is what you're saying.
He's
so from 7 o'clock this morning to now, he's disintegrating.
I'm talking. It is just actual watching of a man who's got nothing left to lose. Because so did you see the video? So
yes, I did.
Not that one.
Sorry. My apologies.
Yeah, no, he, how do I put it? First of all, he bought his girl a Lambo in the midst of this.
That.
And I said, I've never seen someone who looked like that kiss just felt awkward. I don't know if
the whole thing seems.
It just feels awkward.
Yeah.
And so,
granted, I saw that video after the video, so yeah, it was
like it's just downhill. But this is him
doing this today. Hey, Jason Love, I trusted you to pork my wife, and it seems like that clout is getting to your head. You're talking real spicy, and I ain't really feeling it. Number one, the angle of the dangle is more important than the cubic of the pubic. That's number one.
What?
So I don't care if he's trolling. You don't go on the internet with this. Not when you're getting roasted. This is not how you fight trolls.
That too.
That
took him from 7 o'clock in the morning when I saw it till whenever he posted that. Wow.
No, keep on. Let's go. Keep on.
Number two, my D game, when I'm serving it, man, it's just like your mom's home cooking because there's a special ingredient. It's called love. You ever heard of it? Number three, don't make me expose you. And you know what I'm talking about. It could get real messy out here. Number four, you don't want problems moving around in these LA streets because I can make...
Looks fake as hell.
Oh, this is a whole bit. He let his wife get fucked for a bit. Fuck him.
Yeah, no, that's the problem. There's no positive spin on this. Talk
about him for clout. He let his wife get fucked for clout.
That's my problem. My whole problem with this situation is that, okay, if it was for serious, sort of publicity, whatever, right? That's a different thing.
If you're actually into it.
If you're actually into it, that's whatever. Now, on a different note, if he's just
if you're a man that wants his wife fucked by another man, be a man about it.
Yeah, and I said, my other problem with this turns into is, dog, you put out your wife for a marketing stunt?
Yeah.
That feels terrible.
This wasn't
that's just shitty.
His, and that's pimping out your wife for marketing.
Because it just feels like he will not let this go, and I don't even think Jason Love wants any part of this. So I was
regretting his decision already.
Because I was like, dog, no, I don't. Yeah. It doesn't feel like it moved from the realm of any sort of realm of comfort, right?
It's just weird now.
It's just weird.
Yeah.
Weird, and you could tell he don't give a shit. Don't give a shit about his wife. Don't give a shit about the situation.
He looks like a cloud chaser. Come on.
And they got a daughter. That's a wholly different thing. That's a whole different thing.
I didn't even know.
And I said,
I didn't know that.
And on the last chat we had, I said my other biggest problem is you can't be doing all this in an era where it reflects on your kids, and he does not care about his kid. He is straight up.
He looks like a guy who does.
No, hold up. Whenever he was talking about it, I was like, man, you really just don't give a fuck about any of this. And he does. No, and I'm not even going to pull up the clip, but essentially, he's straight up on, one of the podcasts was like, if 20 years down the line, now I don't give a fuck if, if my child's going to be put in a situation because I was out here trying to do and get, an established money for, our family. And I'm like, no, that's part of being a parent. You're a reflection of your child. They look to you. And they're your action. He basically said, I don't care if my actions fuck up my kid. If we're getting bread.
Again, he looks like a man who would say something like that.
And I'm like, no, you got it. It's totally, I'm not saying you have to change your career path for any, you know what I mean? You can totally be in sex work and all that and be functional. But you also have to be acknowledging, hey, I have to be willing to put my kids in the best position, despite the fact I'm, trying to make these interactions because of the view that the world has against that. Yeah. How do I equip? And you're not equipping your kids for success on this either.
I just feel like you'd embarrass them. I feel like that's enough. You know, especially if they're around. If you do it before, after, you could do it during. But still, it is a chance your kid might get embarrassed by that. But again, if you're an adult, do what you want. But again, don't pimp out your wife.
Don't pimp out your wife.
So it's a thing.
That
makes it just.
You know what I mean?
terrible.
Like, so like it went from being like, that's weird, that's crazy.
Curiosity.
That's like that. Like I cannot co-sign that to, dude. You're actively keeping this chain going at the expense of your
Insane
partner.
to me. Yeah, that's come on.
That's not cool.
Can we talk about more positive things?
Hell yeah. So, Tommy, did you ever watch SpongeBob?
Yes. Actually, no, I didn't. It was in that weird period where I was about done with cartoons.
Okay, but you've seen a couple episodes.
I've seen a few.
Right.
I'm not impressed. I've never been.
I don't know if y'all talked about
I was
this.
a Ren and Stimpy guy.
Hey, I don't know if you talked about this already, Sammy, but man, you know, AI has brought a lot of really amazing things.
Are you talking about the voice covers?
Yeah.
You literally didn't watch the last 2 TikToks we've done?
No, I mean I did, but I didn't know if you did this one.
Which one?
Patrick.
Yeah, is R&B singing?
Yeah. You
could do it again.
Of course. So Tommy, there's been few things on the internet that have brought me as much joy as Patrick Star and AI right now. Because,
What's going on with it?
man, they are going
Is it a trend?
in. Oh, Tommy, I got you. Hold up. Listen to this bad boy. Never would have made it. Never could have made it.
Who comes up with this shit, man? Honest to God, who comes up with this shit?
But now I see how you were there for me, and I can say never would have made it.
It's just.
That's all right. That's all right.
Hey, sing it, Brother Star.
How do you?
Preach, Brother Star.
I can't with this. What else we got? Does he do R&B?
Oh, he does so much. Time out, look at this.
I got requests.
I'm strong. I'm wiser.
It's just so.
Can we change the theme of the Blaxcellence?
Yeah. Much better.
With all that.
Oh, God damn it. What's
Man,
AI? It's no rights to anything.
I
Do it, right?
sat in my house crying, dog. I was crying. I was like,
This is ridiculous. We need the background. I want this to change. Oh, yeah. Come on, man. You gotta prepare people for that. You don't just spring that shit.
bro.
Oh my God.
Dude, it's that song. It gets me every
Is
time.
that the one? It's
Bro,
gotta
no.
be more.
He has
Does
so
he do
many.
Keith Sweat covers?
Oh, dude, I got you. Let me search that up. Dude, no, that one. I heard it, and I'm talking.
That's
You want
great.
to talk about like I was blown
I
back.
don't know what to think of it.
I
That was so unexpected.
I just.
I can't think about it. It's too much. Whoever put those two things together, Patrick and gospel, you did something.
Oh,
you did something to
dude.
my brain I didn't know could be done. Oh, fuck, man.
No.
That's
So we don't have any Keith Sweat, but we got Kirk Franklin.
Okay.
We got Marvin Sapp. We got the whole nine, right? You know, because I mean, Marvin Sapp. Excuse me. That's what we just heard.
right.
You know, we got Lenny Williams. We got a
Give me
whole.
Lenny.
Want Lenny? Want Cause I Love You?
You get a lonely. You get a lonely. And I cry. And the tears would fill up.
Oh, man, come on, dude.
Dude, it's so good, right?
Oh, no. That's like a laugh trigger.
Dude, it's so
That is
funny.
terrible. Why would you do that? Oh my God. Oh
And then it got so
No
bad.
one stop. So we got a show to do.
Sorry.
Oh no. That's too much, man.
Did you
Oh,
Patrick
God.
Love by Keisha Cole?
We're not doing it anymore.
No.
We're not doing it anymore.
That's the one I did on our show. That shit.
Oh
The best
no.
version of it, honestly.
Oh no, man.
Oh God.
Cole Love.
I need a minute.
Why you go
No, God.
away? Why you go?
Dude, Tommy's off screen. He literally is dead right now.
He's getting napkin.
He's getting down.
Oh, my.
Dude, I knew you'd love that shit.
The Lenny was too much, man.
Woo.
Get to the breakdown of the song.
Oh, I got you.
Oh shit. Come on. Fucking hell, Jesus.
Hey man, I told you I had a pretty good start for us.
God. If you had that reaction, what the fuck made you think I would have?
Bro, I literally couldn't talk for 5 minutes. Michaela was like, "What's wrong?" Because she doesn't, she didn't grow up with gospel like that.
Oh man.
Because I heard the sap one first, and I was
God
like,
damn it.
"Dog, I choked. It sent me into a whole spiral of SpongeBob shit."
I'm gonna be sore tomorrow. This is too much, man. I don't think I've laughed that hard ever.
Dude,
If I play that to most of my family, they will have the same reaction I
it's
just
too
had.
good, dude.
That is ridiculous.
I think the problem is it's
Oh,
like
God.
it's that it's so on point. You know what I mean? Like
It's perfect.
like it's exactly
And just off enough
just off enough.
to where it's just, oh man. I don't know I would listen to a whole album. I don't know if I
dude.
could get through it. I'd get two
I'd die.
songs in and I'd have to take a break. 'Cause
That shit.
Why does that happen? That was ridiculous. I feel like I had no control.
No, dude.
Is
No,
it a
that
subliminal message or some shit? Because that was ridiculous.
dude, that's what I said. Like
Oh, my
when I said that first, I kid you not, there's something in my brain.
No, man.
So, there's
We'll
some,
catch you later, Ricardo.
that like every time that starts off, I'm like, I'm dead.
This is so serious.
Dude, no, I'm stronger.
Let me tell you something. If someone animates this, nah. If someone animates Patrick doing this,
Oh man.
They have.
oh no.
Dude, no, I mean, well, there's been a whole thing about, like I'm telling you, SpongeBob's in a resurgence for
For this reason.
Gospel is legitimately a genre now.
Yeah, are you kidding me?
All the gospel songs on Twitter.
How long has this been a thing?
last couple weeks. Yeah.
Of course. Yeah, of course.
Yeah, like, but when I
my
say it,
God.
like, I mean, you got people actually doing like whole rap things with the Sponge
Jesus,
crew now.
man.
It's wild. It's wild out here. Like, you know, actually,
I don't know how you come up with the concept. That's
you get really drunk and or high one day, and then you say, "Hey, fuck it, I'm just gonna do this."
Patrick singing gospel and Lenny Williams.
Like, hold up, how'd I put it? Because I mean, literally,
This is world coming to.
people, you got animations. People are working on legitimate rap tracks with SpongeBob now. You want to hear it? Yeah, I'll do a little sprinkle before we
really
get
don't.
started. Like, this is the whole, like, someone doing the voices, so it's not even AI. He's just inspired. Got a whole animation. See, I'm kidding you not, dog. They got a whole thing for you. Like, they did the whole thing. It's out there for you.
This is almost bad as. Have you heard of Pete and Bass? They're two old British men who rap. They're not bad. That's the thing.
That's the worst part, right?
It's kind of the worst part.
No, actually, you know what? The production on here
Yeah.
is actually good. If you want to hear it for a second, here you go.
Get back on the grill. Yeah, my shit, son.
That's it. That's how it works. It's just production the entire time. Actually, they got what is it? BBYNO. So
Oh.
on one of the tracks for this.
Okay.
Not even kidding you. They got legit producers
Jesus, man.
that are here just doing the whole
I don't
thing.
know what music is anymore.
Yeah. Oh, like literally, Elijah's in the chat.
No, we're not doing that.
To behave.
Was it?
What's my name?
Oh, Lil Apocalypse now.
See, look, Elijah Bell's out here. He's
These all Tommy favorites. They should fuck it up right now.
Register.
a lot of money and time.
Been a lot of time.
That's a whole thing. It's a whole genre now.
Good Lord, man.
Now do I say I love this? Like how to put it? They've got a million on spot. Tommy.
So fucking weird.
And the worst part is, shit's on my playlist. I love this shit.
Oh my God.
Listen. I'm with you. I banned myself from Patrick though. I cannot listen to it. Legitimately
you just can't. It's not even a want. You can't.
I physically
can't listen to it.
Bro, I don't know what it is.
I don't know. It's something in it that just, it's like some Kingsman shit. Like it's a signal that it gives off and
bro, it's
laughing gas.
It's just
the Joker created that. Because
it's just like why is it so good? This is I don't know why these are so good.
Your Plankton covers?
Plankton has shit too,
bro.
CJ, please.
Oh my God, man.
Adele, Rolling in the Deep.
God damn it, man.
Hold up.
You are the goddamn
Always
devil.
thinking of you. I still remember in the days when I'm scared.
Why is it all my favorite songs that he's doing?
Go, baby.
Been planning how to say I love you. You must have known
Like,
I got you, buddy.
oh my God.
We'll do one more and then we'll go into the actual show.
Oh shit.
You said Rolling in Deep?
Plankton, Rolling in the Deep. Just let it skip ahead to We Could Have Had It All.
I can see this, I can't help feeling we could have had it all.
That's just horrible.
It's bad.
Oh, that's not the thing.
This is a genre.
This is a genre.
Welcome to 20.
So you have different instances,
Okay,
right? You know,
sure.
you're getting that groungy voice with there's a whole thing. You've missed the internet in the last couple weeks. It's been a wonderful.
I'm thrilled about that right now.
It's wonderful, right? But I will genuinely say, Tommy, you're gonna be in your house, relaxing one day.
Completely.
You're gonna be vibing out, and then out of nowhere, you're gonna be like,
Nah.
man, that Patrick Star cover though.
Nah, don't. Got a show to do.
No, I'm not playing.
Okay,
I promise I would not. Dude, I can't. I can't. I genuinely cannot stop laughing at that. But
That's ridiculous, man.
damn, sorry. Did not mean to. I meant for it to be a quick pre-show thing, but I knew I was trying to get you today.
Not Lenny, though. If I wouldn't have heard Lenny, I could have made it. But he did Lenny at the park, too. Man, come on. I didn't stand a chance. I did not stand a chance. That was too much.
I'm stronger. Much better. Do the gospel.
Oh,
okay.
Whoever did that.
Genius, money, deserve all the
did
flowers.
The world no favors.
Oh, he did the world lots of favors.
Oh,
to me, baby.
Jesus.
All right, so.
Oh, dear God.
You know what? Actually, let's go into the show.
Yeah.
Let's go into the show. So,
You did this.
I know I did. I fucked up. I feel bad for Michaela. She's just been hearing the same shit on repeat for the last couple days.
No, I can't bring this to my household.
No, I just I had to have 911 on speed dial.
Oh,
because
God.
I was like, if I run out of oxygen,
I almost passed out.
I legit.
That was a lot.
It was a whole problem.
Jesus.
But
This one. Hi, everybody. It's the Manscaped Dad. Did you know that over 5 million people have trusted Manscaped with their balls, body, and faces? I'm one of those people. They gifted a bunch of product for us one time, sponsored us, and now my face is wonderful. My body has always been wonderful, but it is more wonderful. And then my genital region, you don't need to know. That's for the lucky select few. One right now, but luck can happen. Anyway, we got the Beard Hedger. I haven't used it in like a week because I got to shoot a commercial because they just sent us one. More beard hedgers. See, this was just an empty box the previous weeks that I've been doing this because my beard hedger has been in great use. But I can't really open it, but if you can see, there's a seal on there, and that's because this one's being given away. We're having a giveaway at the end of the month at our 9-hour stream, and you can win a plethora of Manscaped items. Beard hedgers galore. We got deodorant, lip balms, all sorts of things. I might even auction off the underwear. Let's make sure they're big boy ones. They might be mine. Anyway, I'm not used, by the way. I'm not gross. But here's the thing. If you don't want to just chance it on the off chance that you don't win one of the giveaways, because it's going to be randomly raffled off to somebody, do yourself a favor and go to manscaped.com and use coupon code MEX20 for 20% off every shipping. You know how much that is? So much. And you can go ahead and help the Mexcellence when you use that every time you use that. So be sure to use that coupon code MEX20 and be sure that you're the winner that you know you are. Because Lord knows I use all the products and I am the winner. TJ uses the products. He's also a winner. He may not be the winner, but at any given moment, he's the winner in that room. And you can be that winner too. I don't know why I decided to call you out, but
I am the winner.
Oh, he's not there. And you can save 20% off, which is really the best way to win everything. 20% off and free shipping only at manscaped.com using coupon code MEX20. Thank you, Manscaped, for being a sponsor. Thank you for giving away a bunch of giveaway stuff that we can give to you. And thank you, listener, for being a shopper at manscaped.com. Your balls, your face, and I always thank you. But I'll specifically thank you if you use coupon code MEX20 for 20% off and free shipping on the Beard Hedger, Weed Whacker 4.0, Boxers 1 or 2.0, Weed Whacker 2.0, any of the fine products that we've used and have promoted on this channel. If you use the coupon code, I'll thank you. Thank you. Now back to the show or more ads. You never know with me. I always change it up. Manscaped.com. Use coupon code MEX20. Bye.
All right, Tommy. So we are talking about shows in the 90s, and we wanted to talk about some of the things that we had noticed, because ultimately the whole reason the subject came
You gotta get it out of your head.
I said at the time.
It's hard.
Okay, the whole reason
It's
why
very hard.
we
Oh, my God.
chose this topic was because ultimately
Yeah.
we had noticed that in this fight for diversity.
You can switch it to me.
Yeah.
We'd seen The Promised Land. Forgive me.
It's just because you're crying.
Yeah, I've been literally crying. We literally, I took you home, and we had a show about 90s shit, so we were talking 90s things. And by the time we pulled up to your place, I was like, y'all in frame. He's dying right now. By the time I pulled up to your place, we'd realized, we had an epiphany that there were so many more black things in the 90s to about early 90s to 2001-ish.
I would even dip into the 80s. We had a bunch of
late
black,
80s.
not only black cinema, black television, and something we're not talking about today, black music was at the
everywhere.
forefront on everything.
Yeah.
When you thought of
Specifically, it was a lot of crossover. I think that's when it was a big crossover to where, like, you had Prince, you had Michael Jackson, you had just your flavor of the week, singers and such. So
we had sitcoms,
but it was all a mixture of like pop, R&B. You didn't know what it was, and black people are all of a sudden in white households now. We've infiltrated.
Remember when we went over this last year? One thing that we highlighted was, remember that shows even like All That had primarily black music artists that were being showcased. It was
crazy
on their television, and to have what you'd consider R&B and rap being showcased to quote unquote on a kids show.
Aaliyah, TLC, Usher, the list. If they were around back then, they were probably a musical guest on all that.
And it's crazy because it's like that's directly feeding into your kids.
I'm about to say, you let your kids watch that. Not to mention, you had your cousin Skeeters, you had your C-Bear and Jamals. Like you had it was gonna touch white households. It was that prevalent. It was that much out there.
Famous characters were voiced by black artists, like Sonic in the Sad AM cartoon.
James Avery.
James Avery.
James Avery was a voice actor.
Yeah.
Shredder.
And you had Michael J. White. as Spawn, right?
Yes.
Yeah, and they were like all these instances
First black superhero, by the way.
where they were letting that's dope.
Movie, rather, yeah.
They're letting people be at the forefront of an actual genre across the board. Like everything was having it. It wasn't just blacks. Like it as weird as this is to say, it wasn't just black television, right? It was just television. Sitcoms that were top of the line.
Yeah.
I mean, yes, 100% Yotsuba fan.
Yeah.
Coolio doing
Yeah.
Keenan and Kel. Just all these different instances where you're seeing such
We gonna talk about Rock.
authentic,
Yeah.
hell yeah, just such authentic blackness being brought to the forefront in terms of like what it's being exposed to, who it's being exposed to, and the synonymousness that came with black urban culture and just black in general as being like with cool, powerful, all those kinds of things were hand in hand. We were really at a really good, like not every, like I get it, all the external means, we're not at a great place, but at least on the entertainment forefront and a lot of how media had been portraying us, it was a lot of quality that was being provided back then.
Yeah.
So what say you, sir? What was like I guess I'll start off with, what was the first sort of media entity that came into your head when you started to go down this spiral and rabbit hole?
2 shows, actually.
Go ahead.
That I had completely forgotten. Like, it's almost my brain just removed it from my brain, you know? And it was Thea and Rock.
Thea and Rock.
Thea and Rock.
Okay, let me pull those up for you.
Yeah.
So why these in particular?
Well, Rock only lasts, I think, 3 seasons, but it was real as fuck. And also South Central. They kind of all get lumped in with me as far as, like, shows that were too much. That was the point. That was the line. Those shows were the line. Like, if you had funny black people in a show, great. You had your Urkels or your Martins dressed up like Shanae. Super. You had Will Smith, who back then was the safest black man around. But yeah.
Hey, he didn't slap people back then.
He didn't slap people back then.
He kept his hands in his pockets like cool kids.
He did. But like, we also went the other way to where we were like, we should probably do more serious shit, you know? Yeah. Rock was it was real. It was gritty.
I actually had never seen Rock. Tell me more about
Really?
it. Give me the spin.
He was a trash man. I forgot what city he was in, but he lived with his brother. What the fuck is up with the fly?
What the fuck?
Fucking fly swatter, everybody.
Okay.
Yeah, it is trying to fight us.
It's like Malta's like 4.
Go ahead.
Charles S. Dutton, he was a trash man, lived with his dad, his wife, and his brother. And it was just the struggles. Baltimore, okay. It was just, okay. Also, antique fly swatter. But yeah, no. I forgot all about Sister. Yeah, no, like, it's so many of them. And yeah, no, it was just a real show, just about the struggles of just making it and
So not comedy at
real
all.
black issues. It started off as a sitcom, it's comedy, but slowly like went into a more serious territory. It was like every episode was a special episode. You know? It was that tone. And so South Central was the same way. I think they were actually back to back as a depressing block of television, but it was good because it was real. It was about a woman, her 2 kids, her son got shot in a drive-by, and she's just trying to make it. She's a cashier at a store. Lorenz Tate's first major acting gig, I believe.
Wow.
Yeah, so it was a really good show, but again, too real, so it got canceled after a season. But I remember it all these years later, 30 plus years later. So
apparently, a Fox executive reportedly said Rock didn't feel live to audiences because the actors were so good. They never made a mistake. Yeah. That's not a reason to cancel the fucking show. Like, I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, it was racism, but they will never say it's right. Yeah, pretty much.
But
Serenity, we don't say Tyler Perry's name in my presence. But yeah, no, I get what you're saying. So Serenity disagrees, says there's still a lot of black content out there.
Yes, there is. Don't get it twisted.
Is.
It's just in a very different format of the way that it was positioned.
Right.
Whereas black shows were on the forefront in the 90s, you have options for black cinema and television nowadays.
Yeah, Tyler Perry is.
I'm not counting that. Not counting him.
I know.
I'm refuse.
Thank you.
But what I mean is just like, yeah, what you get in films and media and a lot of content is because there's so many options, being able to cut through the noise is very difficult.
Yeah.
But on top of that, so while there is plenty of television that's out there, it's not as consistently put into the forefront like it had been back in the days. And that was partially because of the medium, but also partially because of the way that they're trying to shift with streaming shows and things of that nature. And getting that genuine representation of Black culture is getting a bit more difficult. And to be in the mainstream sense, if you go to the top 10 right now on Netflix, almost guarantee there's not a Black show there right now. But I can tell you what is, Too Hot to Handle. Great, but...
Oh, did the new season start already?
Season 5, baby!
Already?
Yes, sir!
Damn it.
We are the problem, but...
Yeah, we are. But yeah, no, I get what Serenity's saying, but yeah, it kind of goes with what you're saying too. And Serenity, that's a whole thing. But yeah, no, it's now just in its own corner because people choose what they want to see. And back then, I mean, it was just on. So.
You had to be exposed to it.
You
didn't have a choice and an option.
Zero choice. If you want to watch something in that period of time on television, it was a Black show, and you watched it, and you liked something about it, you like, the fashion or something or another, and you watched it for whatever reason.
Okay, let me just rip off this Band-Aid. No, I don't have to count Tyler Perry, and I've said this repeatedly and very often on this show that I respect him as a businessman. But in terms of the content he produces, it's not conducive to what...
me. Yeah, okay, no, finish yours.
Yeah, it's not conducive to what we are trying to be portrayed as in a medium,
I would be a villain, I think. Am I dark enough to be a villain?
I'm dark enough to be a villain? That's how it feels. Like, it's oh, time out. You get to be a villain. Like I was comparing my skin tone. I'm like, am I darker than this gold? I'm going to be a villain.
Yeah. And my thing is, motherfucker owns a studio. You own a fucking studio. How many young Black writer directors do you have just, hey, you can use my studio to make your film? Like, how many people have you put up? How many young artists have you helped transcend the bullshit you make who probably makes better shit? You know what I mean?
We respect the business angle of it. I love that he keeps Black actors employed, Black actors and actresses.
A lot, right?
A lot.
Yeah.
Semicolon. However, I can be genuine, not a fan of any of his content. And yes, I have checked out more of his recent stuff.
It's not good.
And it's not as though it's evolved by that much. I don't think it's in the same sort of generic energy that it used to be. Yeah. It's not trying to actively downtrot on some of the notions that Black communities have.
Right.
Semicolon. However, I just don't have a preference for it, and that's fine too.
Yeah.
That's sad.
Same.
There's a lot of other There's
I
a lot.
could find better Black cinema than Tyler Perry. I mean, far better. It's so much.
There's so much There's so many such talent in writing that's out there
Shaka
nowadays.
King's fantastic.
But once again, it's not in your face. It's not in your face like it used to be, and that's what we're mostly focusing on.
Yeah.
It's not that there isn't anything there. Actually, I have a showcase at the end about some of the TV shows that you have available at you in 2023. But it's just a matter of, in the world that we lived in at the time, it was at the forefront. It was in your face. You couldn't avoid it.
You had that. We own that time and space on television. So you would channel surf and you would come across it, no matter what race you were.
And no, it literally.
Homeboys from outer space.
Homeboys from outer space. We'll talk about it.
We will.
For me, I actually, how do I put it? Damn. No. Well, okay, you super fan. You get the Tyler Perry. Or I respect. Hey, I'm not gonna take that away from you.
They're going in there.
But for me, when I thought of, actually, it was something that someone threw in the chat. Smart Guy.
Mm-hmm.
Wanna know why?
I love Smart Guy.
Smart Guy's a great show.
It's a great show.
But it had a middle class family.
Yeah.
A kid who, by all accounts, was just book smart.
Yeah, he was a genius.
And they didn't try and dance around. Like, the shenanigans didn't come from his smartness or anything. It just came, it did. But it came from, like, a whole center around, hey, he's naive. He's still a kid.
Yeah.
Even though he is a bit of a genius.
Right.
But that...
He was in high school.
He was in high school early. But he was smart, talented, And they propelled and kept it on center stage that, yeah, you can have a kid who looks like me, a kid who looks like you, be very successful in education. And that was something that, shit, you struggle on nowadays too.
Yeah.
It's just a matter of the way that they positioned us was not always in, like, there was variety.
Yeah.
There wasn't all, like, it was, we were either in, like, middle class representation, upper class representation, when you think of shows like, gonna mention it, Fresh Prince, Cosby, things of that nature. You have, hey, you still have some that are like, hey, we're struggling and grinding, like some of the more 80s centers, the Jeffersons, things of that nature.
Yeah.
But then you also just have, hey, you had hood movies that you could dive into, stuff that wasn't just hood movies. You had deeper meaning that you could go into, and things, and like, just a lot of layers to the cinema that was available.
Yeah, it was a lot of options. And back then, you know, some real shit needed to get made to show the world what was happening. So it was a big part of it, like pretty much how the hood movie was conceived. But I mean, it evolved. Like one of my favorite movies, super underrated, under the fucking radar when it comes to heist movies. What?
Hey, Nick. Okay, check it. Smart Guy was an instance. That's a coincidence. Tyler Perry has done it repeatedly. Let's not get that twisted.
Oh, we compared Smart Guys, light skinned.
Yeah.
No, we don't do that.
No, it's not the same.
Yeah,
that's a stretch.
Yeah. This one. Yeah.
I was like, that's a stretch.
It's a stretch, big time.
I get where you're coming from, but it's not like a reoccurring instance.
Yeah, completely.
That someone does.
What was I saying? Because that one threw me.
That one threw me off. I was like, no, you couldn't. Don't compare someone who's done it repeatedly over movies to a series.
It's one actor. It's like, it's just one guy, one kid, man. Like, I don't know. You know, the father had to be light skinned because it was his son. You know?
It's like, because he said his older brother was dark skinned and dumber.
His older brother was dark skinned. Oh, that's true. That is an example of colorism, though. He is right.
No, I'm saying he's an example of colorism. I was just saying it's not a reoccurring offense.
It's not a Tyler Perry thing to wear a dark.
They're not the villain. Not the active villain.
Reason, yeah.
Out here hitting women and shit.
Buffoonish.
Just hitting shit.
Either evil or buffoonish. If you're Tyler Perry. But anywho,
yeah, sorry.
I don't know what I was saying now. God damn it.
Yeah, actually, I got thrown off too.
That threw me off completely.
It's like, oh, now I was like, time out now. I was like out here defending Smart Guy. But no, it was.
The Smart Guy. It was a show that could have been done without a black actor, and to me, that's the litmus test.
Yeah, and that's my whole thing.
Yeah, could the show have been done with any race of actor? Goddamn these flies.
All right, look. There's been a lot of interruptions into the show today. I'm trying to get rid of this fly that decides it wants to win.
It will not win. Anywho.
But I also think that, like, actually, I was going to speak on that next, Martin Loves Popeyes. I thought Kenan and Kel was a great thing of the opposite, because that was the second show that I was thinking through, because I grew up in that era, right? Like, where those shows were more relevant for, like, my kind of functional growing up.
Right.
With Kenan and Kel, it was just kids doing shenanigans.
Yeah.
But, like, not crazy. Not like any, like, they were fine. They were just, like, kids growing up being dumbass kids to teenagers, right? And it was just interesting to see, because it was like, cool, you can just have this pair of people. Yeah, it leaned into the Nickelodeon dumbness, but, that's fine. It had to.
Yeah.
But it just had this group of younger adults going into, they're not getting into all of the, like, a bunch of negative things, but they're kind of, they're scheming, they're just being normal.
Yeah, it was some Laurel and Hardy, Abbott and Costello type shit. Like, it really was. They were the modern day, Abbott and Costello, pretty much. Like, they fit the mold, and there was just a completely different spin on it.
But what we mean also, just going into some of the layers, it wasn't just for kids, it wasn't just for adults, it was a whole plethora of your choosing. A buffet that was constantly on television.
So much that you were forced, again, like you said.
You didn't have an option. You couldn't just you go to
an option. If you want to watch Nickelodeon at 4:00 on a Sunday, my brother and me would be on.
Yeah, Nickelodeon really was for the culture back in the 90s. Shout out Nickelodeon, they really were
big time.
Because I don't even undersell Disney. Disney had Jet Jackson, and who was Secret Agent.
Disney picked it up after Nickelodeon put the baton down.
Oh no, Disney was early 2000s.
Yeah,
Disney was early 2000s.
Sure,
so you had Jet Jackson, you had That's So Raven, you had Proud Family, things of that nature.
Zendaya had her start there.
Like Sister, stuff like that. Where
Witches.
Damn, you're right.
Yeah, man. The Maris were on that bitch early. They were on the Disney Channel early, you know?
Oh, shit. That's like, Tommy, you might know Disney Channel better than I do. Hold up.
We didn't even have it until 2000.
But it's shit like that where you think through and you're like, how many times can you think in recent memory? Sure, you can go onto streaming sites and find some things for maybe some of the later generations for adults.
Right.
But talking for kids, where it's in your face constantly on every network you can turn to.
So can I take the kids down memory lane?
Go ahead.
Well, they might not know. I'm pretty sure our demographic knows. Saturday morning cartoons were a thing. And
what's this thing called Saturday morning cartoons? I've never heard of it.
like every major station had a block to where it was just cartoons. It was cartoons, TJ. And you watched either on Fox, CBS, ABC. But they all had their own block of cartoons. Almost every last one of those stations had a black cartoon in the block. So, again, yeah, you would wake up, you know. Static Shock would be on, WB, you know. Wayne Head would be on. C-Bear and Jamal would be on.
You know, I'm even going to one that...
The Kid and Play Saturday morning cartoon.
I'll show you one that really...
They gave Kid and Play a cartoon.
Man, they had one where...
They were giving everybody shit.
Dog, they had...
George Foreman had a sitcom.
Dude, they had a...
It's insane.
They had a cartoon of a kid who used to be part of the streets... turned himself, not streets, used to be part of the, used to be part of the game, turned himself to be a hall monitor. You ever watch Fillmore?
Oh, Fillmore was my shit. One of the best cartoons.
No, it's genuinely good.
Genuinely
It's like a cop drama.
It is.
Except
Every
they're hall
episode.
monitors.
But he solves mystery. It was Brick. If the movie Brick, if they want to lie and say Ryan Johnson wants to say he wasn't inspired by Fillmore, that's a goddamn lie.
No, it literally...
It's Brick. It's what it is. It's an old noir type mystery show. So he's a hall monitor in middle school or something?
Yeah, hall monitor in middle school.
Yeah.
And the whole thing was, he used to, be part of the cons and things that used to go on in the school.
Yeah.
That's why he's connected. He's like, all right, I changed my life. And he's trying to get people and clean up the school, which as a concept, still dope.
Yeah. It's a great concept. That's what I'm saying. We had that. I mean, every station that you saw, it was, it's not on Disney Plus, is it?
What, Fillmore?
Yeah.
I think it is, maybe.
It better be if it's not.
But it's just one of those things where you, so Fillmore comes back to me because I'm just like, small stuff like that where it's not even a show that I think is top tier in a lot of people's lists. I love it very much.
It's in mine.
But I think a lot of people, sleep. But you had so many options that a show like this could exist and just be fine.
Yeah.
And just be good for a lot of people.
Blinked an eye. How do we go from that to where we are now?
Where every black show gets put under a microscope.
We can't go backwards in life. If this year alone hasn't taught you that, yeah, we absolutely can.
Where it's questioned why black cinema is trending and or leading the charge in some angles. And don't get it twisted. I want to be very clear. There are shows that I really, really like produced and output by African Americans today. And just black people in general.
Right.
One that comes to mind when I watch with my girl quite a bit has been Abbott Elementary. Been catching up on that. That's been awesome.
It's a great show.
Great show. Funny, really well written.
You know me, Atlanta's it's probably my all-time favorite show.
And you have so there's plenty of
a lot
options.
of options. Hell, look at Stars.
And actually, I could give you
Stars has a shitload of black shows.
We can go through a list. But I'll tell you right now.
Most produced by 50 Cent.
Let me tell you what happens when you search up black shows 2023.
What we got?
No, you have Swarm. Swarm is a good one.
Yeah.
But then you get I'm Virgo, and then after that, Black Snow, Black Knight, which aren't black shows, by the way. They're just
we can eliminate those.
They're just Black Ops, which not a black show, by the way. Unprisoned.
Unprisoned
is a black show.
It's a very good show.
Yeah. So you got some sprinkles.
We got sprinkles. That's a great way to put it. Sprinkles. We had networks. UPN. I call it. So I won't say what I call it, but yeah, UPN. That was a thing that existed, TJ, and it was pretty much all black shows. Granted, it was always last in the ratings or second to last in the ratings, because of course it would be. because it was all black shows. And again, that goes back to what you're saying. The option right there, you knew what you were getting with UPN. You were getting blackness with UPN.
Oh, that was when you get because was it Monique on that one?
Yeah, the Parkers.
Thank you. And then
Moesha,
Moesha, girlfriends. There was the one with
All of Us was one.
Shit, actually, I'm
It's
pulling up
so
UPN.
many.
Damn,
You
that's
can look
tough.
up a list.
TV1 for me.
TV1's enough.
Yeah, TV1 was my shit.
That's another one. UPN and BET were the networks. So if you didn't want anything black, which of course there were white people in the 90s who did not, and you didn't have a choice, or you did have a choice, then you would avoid UPN and BET. So that's
Half and half.
Half and half. That's where we are now, basically.
The Ricky Smiley Show, huh? Dang.
I forgot about that. Like I said, man, it's a million of them.
There's a lot of shows. I was like,
It's a show I want, Teen Summit. God damn it. Forgot all about Teen Summit, man. That's crazy. Teen Summit's serious, Sammy.
We just
Some serious shit.
Which Eve, there we go.
Eve, that was
gonna bug me. Oh, let's not talk about the Jamie Foxx show, which is actually unironically great.
WB did something similar too, where they get Wayans Brothers.
Okay, first of all, the
Jamie Foxx show.
The Wayans Brothers, their intro is still one of my favorites.
That's the best intro,
dude. It's
it still goes down in history for me as the best.
It's literally, I think. Oh, we were the ones who introduced it to you, right, Sammy?
Which one?
The Wayne Bros intro.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
We got copyright stricken, so not too long.
Okay, gotcha. Don't worry.
We should have talked over it a lot.
Brothers.
We're singing and we're colored.
Give me a high. That's genuinely a genius intro.
It's phenomenal.
Like that's how you.
It works.
But like it's just funny. Like that's funny.
Funny.
But it's also
Shout out to the Wayneses, by the way. I mean, we can't talk about TV shows and movies in the '90s and not mention them.
I still think Mo Money is underappreciated.
Goddamn right, it's
great.
Thank you. And I didn't get to look. And I was about to say, as far as my movies, underrated classic for me and heist movie. Before you interrupted me, Dead Presidents. Dead Presidents to me is a fucking classic, and it's a great fucking movie. And if you have a chance to watch it, definitely watch it. But yeah, no, add Mo Money as well. Have a whole '90s black movie night.
Hey man,
it's plenty to choose from.
We'll do it one day. We get big enough. I promise. The Blaxcellence will host a black movie night.
Yeah,
we got you covered.
Oh yeah.
But we one of the. I mean, I can't not mention it because I think this is where it really goes into some of the nuances of limitations, even back then. And for some reason,
Low Down Dirty Shame is.
You'll know exactly where I'm going with this one.
Yes.
One that genuinely changed the frame of television and set up the stage for one of the biggest shows of all time.
Yeah, they're just bringing up so many of them.
Living Single.
Living Single. Yes. Friends. The original Friends.
The original Friends.
Stole it.
Before Friends stole it, put some white faces on it.
And yes, real quick, I'm sorry. Shout out to Malcolm and Eddie also. Go ahead.
Don't worry, I got a couple more.
God damn.
I got a couple more. There's so many. That's what I'm saying. There's a laundry list. People have so many, and they were in different corners. It was just on television.
It was just there. It was a footprint that was just there that you had to, you would have come across.
And that's
no
why.
Matter what.
No. It's not Black Friends. It's, White Living Single. That's what Friends is.
Yeah.
All right. Look, it's not Black Friends. It's White Living Single.
White Living Single. Yes.
But the whole thing with that was just at the time, right? When you look at Living Single, it's everything that you would get from a more literally a sophisticated, long-running sitcom.
Yeah, a Frasier or a Cheers or whatever. Yeah.
Had all the tools, had the cast, had the connections, had all of those things.
The chemistry, everything was there.
And it was wonderful.
It's a great show. Great intro.
And it is hard to get things to last. Granted, we're out of the era of sitcoms. Don't get twisted. But to have something last 5 seasons over 100 I want to say 100 episodes.
Oh, they got syndication. It was good. Yeah.
Yeah,
Back then, you wanted to hit that 100 episodes.
You want to hit that 100 episodes because you'll get residuals and they eating off of that still.
Yeah.
But it's just shocking how you go from all these names that we're calling out, literally, like all these names that were coming out.
Yeah.
And I have to go to, like, I'm not saying that
LL Cool J.
I'm not saying that it's not possible for us to, like, I'm not saying it's not the case that we have an abundance of black shows.
Right.
Once again, it's more so you have to go out of your way to really get introduced to a lot of the ones that aren't trending around on the surface because it's so rare for them to trend and be on the surface.
They're there, yeah, but I mean, if they're not getting any shine then
or promotion,
people don't know that they're there. I am a Virgo. It's a good show. Swarm's a good show. I don't know many people who watched them.
I had to convince my friends to watch it. I was like, Swarm's great. It's just going to put you... Swarm's uncomfortable. It's just going to make you feel uncomfortable, but it's a great show.
Right.
I mean, you have some that make it through the cracks. Like I said, Abbott Elementary does. Atlanta does.
Which is surprising when they do, but they do. Yeah, they're so good. They're gonna seep through. But no, fuck that. Abbott Elementary is on ABC. It's a major network.
That's true.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
that's true.
When you hit a CBS, a NBC, or ABC, you're in major network, or Fox, you're in major network territory. So those are still easily accessible.
And you have
you don't see a lot on there, but you kind of did. But Gregory Hines had a show back in the day. Like, it was a thing. It was just a thing you did. Every network did it, and it was fine. And then something happened to where they didn't anymore.
And
we didn't notice, TJ.
We didn't notice. That's the scary part.
Freaks me the fuck out.
It was a transition that we didn't notice.
We didn't see it. We didn't notice, but we felt it. I know subconsciously we had to have felt it because it went from like 60 to 0. Like, it was here today. My wife and kids, man.
Damn.
Like, fuck. It's so many in such a short period of time.
Condensed.
Condensed.
And remember, like, and I think what I keep on reiterating it was that like why we stress it is because so many on the screen, on television, in your face.
In your face.
When you didn't have an option to turn away.
And that's, look, the key to racism, or not so much as solving it, but at least putting a salve over it, is exposure. Simply exposure. Like Bernie Mac show, fuck.
That was my back pocket. The Bernie Mac show was great.
It's a phenomenal show. And no, like, that's the thing. Exposure means something. How did we get from a point where, and God help us, we're at a point where we're back on this end of it, but where gay people was a big thing. Ellen lost her show, her sitcom, not the other. She lost the other show because she was an asshole. She lost her sitcom because she was gay. And she came out as gay. So what do you do when that happens? You come out with a fucking will and grace, and week after week you expose people to gay people. And every show seemed to have a gay character. It was trendy for a while, so much so it got implanted to people's heads. Oh, that's fine. And then what happens? Gay marriage polls, 70% of people approve, 60% of people approve. It went up because you're exposed to it constantly. Black people, you were exposed to them. You're exposed to our music already anyways. But to turn on the TV and just see us constantly, or more so than you see us now, because you have the option not to.
And then
it's a lot, you know?
You start to, and then like the way that it progressed, even with, like, if you want to talk about showcasing, right? Yeah. Remember that, it didn't start off as though they could show off the middle class nature of all those things, right? Mm-hmm. You start off with the Sanford and Sons, the Good Times, the Jeffersons, right? Yeah. Where you're in those situations where they're like, yeah, they're struggling, but they're making it, right? Mm-hmm. And then you slowly bring on the Cosby Show, A Different World, all of those aspects to layer these things on, because you're like, yeah, these people, these people can be in all of these different environments, and you're going to be exposed to them in a whole bunch of different areas. And it's about that exposure that's so important. And now, granted, one of the problems is the world that we live in, you have so much choice in terms of what you can consume that you can choose to be ignorant.
Yeah.
You could choose to.
Guess what happens when you give people a choice in this country?
They're not going to watch it. It's not going to trend. It's not going to do all the things it needs to.
No, Harlem's a good show. It's on Prom. Prom's done pretty well with just giving, black people kind of leeway to do things. And I would like to see what those shows are and the whole Nielsen ratings. I have the way streaming is, rated. But yeah. And like back in even the 70s, Good Times, Jeffersons. Like, you know?
I just, it's really interesting.
It is.
The more you ponder on it,
Right.
because, I mean, we've done a pretty good job of covering, TV shows, but I use this as a good example, and I get it. There's going to be different nuances with this one.
Hey, can I say something before? Because I know someone might misconstrue this and be like, oh, well, you can't force people to do something they don't want to do.
No, go ahead.
Yada. Well, these shows were popular, so clearly it was a big heft of white people who enjoyed these shows, like The Cosby Show, God help us. But yeah, no, like Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, like you enjoyed these shows because they stayed on for a long time, and that wasn't all black viewers who liked them. So yeah, and those people might not have been, so susceptible to watch these shows had it not been on Monday night at 7 on NBC. You know what I mean?
And actually, I want to get into some of the nuances because I do think there's some areas that we have improved on nowadays that it's a bit better. Yeah. But I promised that I would do a commercial break real quick. So thanks to all four. Hey, we've had a consistent 40 today. So It's been a poppin', even though we had a little bit of I told you Patrick brought him in.
Oh, no. No. To the break.
What are you talking? Never could I made it. Hold up, we're gonna go to a commercial break real quick, and then we'll get into Tommy the other half, movies.
Yeah,
and talk a bit more about that alongside some of the things that I think that we do better nowadays.
All right.
See, I told you wouldn't know the difference. Because we got one more ad. I don't have an overlay yet because I didn't have time to make it, but I talked about the 9th anniversary of Themexcellence, and that's me. I've been doing Themexcellence since 2014. That's so crazy. That said, one of the biggest promoters of Themexcellence has been my buddy Rick. My buddy Rick out of Fresno, California owns Blue Shell Gaming and Collectibles out of Fresno, California, Madera, California. There are 3 locations and other locations that he owns, but he didn't send me all the information there. But here's the thing. They are a sponsor of our 9-hour stream. So if you want to win some gaming stuff, some classic gaming stuff, or you are in Fresno or the Central Valley, or if you're passing right through, there's 3 locations that you can go to Blue Shell Gaming and Collectibles, get yourself some anime plushies, get yourself some pop figures, get yourself those vintage games at reasonable prices, get yourself the newest and latest greatest. He's always got PS5s. If you want one, you can get one. And it's going to be a solid price too. I got my Super Smash Brothers from them. That was a great one. I also got GoldenEye, the original Mario 64, which I still haven't played because I'm so busy all the time. But the people and the fine folks at Blue Shell Gaming Collectibles, they are awesome. And they've been supporting Themexcellence almost as long as Themexcellence has existed. There you go. Look at that right there. Get that PS5 package. Get the Dragon Ball Budokai 3. And the other one I can't read because it's too small. My eyes are elderly. But they got all their stock, everything online. They do ship all across the country. So if you're not in Central Valley, you can go ahead and make an order at blueshellgaming.com. That's blueshellgaming.com for all your collectible needs. That may or may not be the last ad. I might throw one more in there. Oh my God, there's one more ad. I'm sorry. But here's the thing, folks. We have obligations. And more importantly, you like this one. And you like this guy. When I was gone in Florida, you saw Emiliano over there for the top 5 best drinks, spirits, mixers, whatever. You saw the episode. Emiliano's been a supporter of Themexcellence as well since I've been here in Austin, and I want to make sure that his gift to Themexcellence for our 9th anniversary gets a little bit of sponsorship and promo too. So if you're looking for a good taste in whiskey, we're going to actually have, he confirmed it today, we are going to have a 2-hour whiskey tasting right bright and early in the morning at the top of the stream. So if you want to win a nice whiskey bundle from the fine folks at ATX Whiskey Society on Facebook, and more importantly on Instagram, ATX Whiskey Society. If you go and follow them, you will find all the information for all your best local Texas whiskeys, and more importantly, you'll see all of the skills that go into cultivating one great whiskey tasting show that's coming next Saturday, July 29th, 9-hour stream, and all the things that go into good promotion, because everything that's on that page is delicious and promoted correctly. So be a fan, go follow ATX Whiskey Society, friend of the show, friend of myself personally, and a friend of you once you join. That way you can get a little bit more knowledge on whiskey when we talk about it on the 9-hour stream coming soon. Thanks for the ads. Thanks for listening. And be sure to follow ATX Whiskey Society on Instagram. Thank you. Back to the show. No more ads this time, unless I add one in post.
One more. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Let's get. No, don't worry, y'all.
It's over now.
Yeah, it's over now. Good times have come. Just start singing that. Oh, hey. Only Oxen Free 22. Hell yeah, the Blaxcellence is back. Man, we're a monthly show. I feel like we're not gone that often.
Feels like we should be on more.
No.
That's not up to me.
You gotta go to what the French Riviera next week, right?
Man, I don't have a weekend free for the next we were trying to get photos, and Marcus was like, "When are you free?" I said, "That's a trick question."
Yeah.
I said, "On what day?" No, but seriously,
Yes, when are you free? You say no.
no, just no. Seriously though, thank you guys so much for this part. Literally, all of that is just like a sliver of the showcase of all the all of those groups are giving away a little something, not a little something, but a lot of something for y'all during that 9-hour stream. Yeah. So if any of those adverts interest you, if any of the ones that you'll see Thursday interest you, there's probably a high chance you can win something from those organizations if you come through, stop by the stream, and we hit some of the goals we got. Well, actually, it's just more so you guys stopping by the stream for the gifts and whatnot. Yeah. But that said, I promise we're not starting off this side with any AI. Just diving right into it.
Yeah.
But, I wanted to kick off things with just talked a bit about TV shows, now going into movies. And I know we alluded to it a bit more, but movies-wise, right?
Right.
And this is a bit of a cop-out answer, but I do think it's an important answer.
Yeah.
A Black and Asian lead being one of the most blockbuster franchise of
successful franchises ever. No matter how it doesn't hold up all the way.
I think it does more than he does. I know he does not agree with me, but even at the time, that's insane.
That was a franchise that they're still talking about making a fourth of, and we're talking about Rush Hour, of course.
Rush Hour. If you couldn't guess that, you might be too young.
Could have thought Cradle to the Grave, Romeo Must Die. They tried to somewhat duplicate it over there at WB with Jet Li.
It wouldn't work as well.
Didn't work as well, but those were good movies. Those were good movies.
They were just not afraid to kind of blend these cultures together,
right,
and put them out there for people to consume.
Again, we had a whole show about it. Those cultures vibe very well.
Eddie Murphy,
took
the charge.
Hey, Will Smith
took the charge.
Those were your top selling actors at points. Yeah.
Okay, when I say Eddie Murphy, I know we've already done kind of a showcase of 90s movies with him. All right, fire. Wrap it off the gate. Movie that comes to your head.
Coming to America.
Beverly Hills Cop.
Okay.
Boom.
Two completely different things.
Two completely different tones.
Somebody might be Dr. Doolittle.
Yeah, you never know.
Professor. Someone else.
But when you have just consistent production of, and it did fall into those camps of, what you think of when you think of 90s movies.
Yeah.
But again, Black comics dominated the screen.
It was a different time to where the movie star was the hook of the movie. So you knew a movie was going to sell because Eddie Murphy was in it or Will Smith was in it. That was the whole thing. That was, or Denzel was in it. That's what gave them security. We'll make our money back. No matter what the script is, more than likely people will watch it. And then a lot of them were like, no, give me good scripts. And here we are. And we remember them today because they were the top selling stars of their time.
You have Do the Right Thing, The Color Purple, Soldier Stories, Purple Rain. I'm just spitting off a bunch of 80s options because it started early.
That's when it started.
Now, granted, I will counterpoint in saying that I do think Black cinema has had an interesting path recently.
Okay.
While I don't think the amount that hits the theaters is nearly as much as it used to be.
Yeah.
I mean, I think that's just
not
factual. That's just not a thing that happens.
Yeah.
I do think the sophistication that goes along the seams with Black movies has adjusted to where there is a lot more avenues that can be successful.
You can be artistic. You can pretty much do something that's not a hood movie.
Yes.
Yeah, no, that's
You know,
look. Back then, they made those movies because they made money for the budget that they were given, and it was a sure thing. You know,
it wasn't just hood movies though. We highlighted a bunch that weren't, but hood movies were very prominent too.
Were around more often than not in the 90s, and so, but they were good because Boys in the Hood opened that door.
And it wasn't. Okay, so
not all of them were good.
Not all of them were good.
Yeah.
But let me be very particular because it placates into quite a few things when it comes to the culture.
Yeah.
Now, whereas, I'm not going to poke a bear, a certain individual plays up some of the aspects that are negatively attributed to African American culture. Hood movies kept it as, like, in a lot of cases, very genuine and very realistic.
Dark as
just dark.
Dark as shit. Menace to Society, which is my favorite hood movie. It's one of the darkest movies you'll ever see. Just, you will not feel great after watching it, and that's the point, honestly. But it's a genius fucking film, like it just is. To this day, I don't think you've ever really seen a narrative of a lead character who is like, I don't know whether to like him or not. And then you just kind of feel sympathy because you know where he comes from, and you get it. You get why he is the way he is. But yet you still don't even know, like, can I root for you? And then it gets to a point where you feel like you can, and then things happen, and the movie's over, and you're just like, what the fuck just happened? And that's the point. It lingers with you because that was real. That was an actual person. You know, I knew a lot of dudes like Trey. Like, you just no, not Trey. What the fuck was his name?
What movie?
Menace to Society. Kane. There you go. Yeah.
I was letting you get to that.
Trey was
Yeah.
Boys in the Hood. Yeah, no. You knew a lot of people like Kane. You knew O-Dogs. Like, you knew people like this or kind of like this. And so, yeah, O-Dog was a motherfucker. But, like, yeah, no, it was real. But it was super fucking real. And it needed to be said because there was a whole outside world that's like black people, this, that, and the other. So you needed to really get it across like these are people. And this is the situation you've given them. Thus, this is why things are the way they are.
So simply, Too Deep asked that at the end of the show. You and these sex-related questions.
What?
I feel like your last one was related to this, but that's not at the end of the show. Maybe we'll get to it. That said, right?
Yeah.
They just did random shit. Why? Because they could. Cool Runnings. That's just random. Like, let's not keep it a buck.
It's random as hell.
Just random. Just.
Like, of all the true stories out there.
They just said fuck it, but they did it.
Making bops.
They did it.
They did it.
Just cause.
Why not?
Because they were like, fuck, it's a feel-good story. Let's do it.
Do it. Then go for it. Disney wanted it. You got that Disney money. Do it. Yeah.
Man, sometimes I laugh because, no, dude, when I think of like, dang, they really just enabled black movies back in the day. Cool Runnings is the first one that comes back. It's just like really really just said, whatever.
As far as the movie star thing, Vampire in Brooklyn is mine, and I love that movie so much. I adore it. Like, it's grown more. I've loved it more as years have gone by. When I was a kid, I didn't like it. It scared the shit out of me. But as I've gotten older, that's an underrated classic for sure.
It's not a.
How do you make
It's not a black movie, but a movie with a black lead.
What?
Space Jam. Yeah.
Based off the t-shirts in the 90s, yeah.
Was it?
The 90s?
Was it based off those t-shirts?
No, it wasn't.
Oh, the crisscross backwards outfits? That was a thing. But that just shows you, we talked about that too, how 90s.
Black.
Yeah.
Okay,
Black
time out.
culture just infected
Let me
everything.
fast forward a little bit more. Elijah, we are in the same camp. We're not like we're literally a year or two off. We are in the same camp. Class of 3000's fan-fucking-tastic.
Which one?
Andre 3000 had a show on Cartoon Network.
Did not know that.
Really? Hold up. Let me play it
Okay.
for you. They let him. They actually let him. Hold up. I got you.
That is after my time.
Nah, but it was legit. Andre 3000 doing an animated series. Right here. Yeah. Class of 3000.
What the fuck?
Late 2000s.
Some Mandela effect type shit?
No, it was created by Andre. He did the theme music.
What year did this come
He was a composer on it. 2006.
Okay, yeah, I was way after.
So it was a little bit late.
Yeah.
But I mean, still, they literally let him. Hold on, let me see if I can get one of the songs on here. Oh, okay, look. So let me first of all.
Never heard of this in my life.
Really?
Yeah.
You would enjoy it. It's all about music.
Sure
Like
would.
Andre leading a music class, and so they have songs every single episode.
I would love that.
And so they but Andre had an entire hand throughout the entire process, and his character is unauthentically him. I mean,
That was the last of a dying breed, and we didn't even know it. Black Magic School, yeah.
It's like a black magic. It kind of they'd get into some
No
rant.
Gabba Gabba meets Stankonia. I would love to see that.
They really did.
Speaking of which, shout out to Gullah Gullah Island.
They really did. How do I put it?
Just come off the dome with them. It's
You didn't.
ridiculous.
I'm so glad. Shout out to Elijah. I was not thinking about it at the time, but I'm surprised you never heard of it.
No.
Like, you're a music head, so I mean, I know it would have been
I was
late.
out of cartoons in 2006. I was in college.
That's why I'm like, I know the age is a little bit different.
Old as fuck, yeah.
But like for me, that's how when I say that it's been the 2010s that they really tried to make sure, because that was 2006.
Because I'm trying to pinpoint around what years that this shit that they just cut the valve off, and it was just like, no more. We need to recalibrate or some shit and just stop making, No,
it's like, oh yeah, and you see where it took place?
No.
Atlanta.
Oh yeah, Bankhead.
Yeah.
Buckhead.
Buckhead. That's exactly what they were doing.
That was fun, man.
Oh, the Peanut song is pretty good. I might showcase it at the end for Tommy. But no, they had music all throughout. But it's just like that, because when you think of, I know we've been highlighting the 90s, but the early 2000s is when we get to, the Static Shock, some other movies, things of that nature. But even movies-wise, you have, even movies-wise, that's where I feel like, let me rephrase that. I think TV shows, cartoon-wise, were doing well. Static Shock was 2000s.
Yeah.
So Class of 3000 was, That's What Ravens was, all of those were 2000s.
We're still hanging around.
Movies,
We started to dwindle.
that's where we started to dwindle.
We still had our movie stars. And I think that's what distracted us. Because we had our movie stars. Martin, we had Blue Streaks and...
They were so shiny.
It was just shiny, shitty movies, but Big Mama's House, like we had all those in the 2000s, and that kind of was a glare. But like the other stuff wasn't getting made. Hood movies were done pretty much by the early 2000s. Like we had Paid in Full, which probably to me is like one of the last decent ones. But like that was it, and so that whole thing was gone. As far as comedies went, I mean, Soul Plane, really, that's what we had. To me, the quality of it went down because the early 2000s, let's be honest, that was a shit time to be a human being.
Hell
Like,
yeah.
it was just bad. Like, it was to be a human being in slightly different, terrible fucking time. To me, that's like just the peak of just shittiness. Just humans being shitty. And so, yeah, the things we got, the Coach Carter was good. That was a rarity, though. Like,
I guess, what is it?
We had Baby Boy. Baby Boy's not that good.
Time out.
Baby Boy holds a special place in some of our hearts, but it's not that good of a movie.
Remember the Titans is 2000.
Yeah, but again, that's movie star power. If it wasn't led by
Denzel, you're right.
Denzel or Will Smith, you were kind of fucked. And Martin Lawrence was popular back then. ATL was a very underrated movie, which I love. Despite
White Men Can't Jump was
acting.
1920.
Yeah, it was in the 90s.
Oh, what are you talking about? We had a cinematic masterpiece in the 2000s, a black film.
No, I know. I think I know.
Juwanna Man, baby.
Damn, I thought you were doing White Chicks.
No, I purposefully avoided that. It counts.
Both not good.
Juwanna Man is actually
Both
problematic.
poor taste.
Fun fact:
Both are
Juwanna Man is very problematic. and I don't.
White chicks can make it before Juwanna Man, though.
I don't know, man. You watch back Juwanna Man because I was like, no, time out.
They're talking about making it too.
I don't know. it's very problematic.
I think something happened with it too, though.
How?
With some commentary about.
Athlete. Yeah, you could. You would have. Oh, I don't think anyone at Warner Brothers is smart enough to do that right now. Yeah, Zazie ain't.
Oh well, then time out. We have 54 viewers here today.
Oh, we went upward.
Yeah, concurrently.
Like right now.
Yeah, right now
At the
54.
moment.
Tell them that we have an event.
I already did.
We did that already.
They've been
They
here.
ain't here for that.
They're here for black people. DJ Superfly Swag, thank you for coming through. Don't think I didn't see you as a first-time chatter. Where have you been? Why haven't you been talking? Why are you so quiet? Come through, talk
we
to us.
talked a little Tyler Perry. It's a sore subject.
Bad.
Yeah.
Fine.
We got fucking Norbits.
Let me be very clear.
Okay.
I like Diary of a Mad Black Woman. And what is it? Daddy's Girl? Daddy Little Girls? I think that's it.
Oh, well, the black man was a hero for once.
Yeah.
Just because he's a big enough star.
I like those
movie.
two.
Yeah.
The only reason I like Diary of a Mad Black Woman was because my mom, as a D4C, she liked that movie a lot.
Black mothers love Tyler Perry.
Black moms love Tyler.
It is what it is. You know,
There's
what can you do?
But Daddy Little Girls, I thought was genuinely good. Yeah. It's a tough watch, but it's kind of something that
most of his movies are a tough watch.
Not in that way.
You ever see Boo and Madea Halloween? Tough watch.
What are you talking about, Madea Halloween? I've never heard. Yeah. Shut up. No, we can't. Don't waste my brain power on that. But no, there's just
Roll Bounce. It was
Roll Bounce.
Roll Bounce.
Oh my gosh.
Like Mike. It was a few that still early 2000s.
Sports.
We clawed in and they had to scrape us away because we were still, if we got the green light, we made sure those things got done. Fucking Roll Bounce. Yeah, Dream Girls, Drumline. We were still around.
Hey, you know what?
It wasn't as much, but we were still around.
I am a fan of. I think most people are. Do you like Drumline?
I love Drumline.
Drumline's a great movie. Yeah. First of all, it made band look incredibly cool.
It was like a sports movie with band.
You got served.
Yeah,
you got served.
It's insane how much they made Drumline seem like the main sporting event.
Yeah. Nick Cannon was almost considered a movie star.
Black Panther does not count.
No, it doesn't. Stomp the Yard does.
No, don't get twisted. Black Panther counts as a black movie, but it's not in the era of what we're kind of having a conversation.
What was the Nick Cannon, Christina Milian movie?
Ooh. Oh, I know. It's he's trying to impress. She's rich, right? Yes.
It's a song lyric, I believe. What the fuck is it? Oh. Everyone had the DVD, and I can't.
Dude, I had the DVD.
I had the DVD. Love those.
Mother, thank you.
Thank you
my
so
God.
much.
Oh, dude, that was dope.
Bother me. In Barbershop,
look,
we were around. The quality started to. I do love Pootie Tang.
We were around the quality. The quality just started to be a bit more.
Fuck you, Sammy. Yes, I do.
To be a bit more impacted.
Yeah.
They started being dedicated to, hey, you have to be in this category. Right. You kind of have to be showcasing this. If you're sports, you got to be a little bit old-timey and showcase some things and having to be in certain categories of film and cinema.
It was absolutely studios just mandating things at this point when it came to black cinema. It has to be this. You have to have so-and-so in it. They're hot right now. So you need to put B2K in it. They have fans that milk them. It had to be shit like that. So as far as the, creative the Friday movies, as far as the creative freedoms go, yeah, it was limited. In the 2000s, they put a lot of black creators and filmmakers in a box to where, like Tim Story, you can't do much. Tim Story could do more. I think he directed Barbershop, if I'm not mistaken. He directed a lot of movies, but I remember he directed Fantastic Four. That was the first time I saw a black director directing something big. And it made its money. You had to kind of do what they said. You had to do what they said.
Yeah. You had to feed into a lot of stereotypes, and you had to just fight for a budget.
The fuck did Soul Plane get made?
My mom took us out of Soul Plane. She was like, I did not think it was what it was. Granted,
that's a good mother.
She was a good mother. My mom's a great woman. Because she said, this is burning your brain.
To me, I was like, oh, this is how it ends, huh?
Yeah, this is where we reach.
This in Friday 3. This is how it ends.
Well, So I mean,
Which
you know,
actually
I want us to
don't
close
mind.
out.
Yeah.
I want us to close out with some positivity because I do
Good.
think there's one category that we have heftily improved in.
Yeah.
And actually, you reminded me. The chat reminded me because I actually wasn't thinking about this at the start. I was all doom and gloom.
You were.
Not doom and gloom, but close to it.
Close to it.
Where we were not, well, not in the best light. Reality television.
We still aren't.
No.
We're getting there.
We're getting there. That's
are
what I'm saying.
getting there.
We are improving.
Yes.
Not as quickly as I'd like.
Right.
But if you weren't a real housewife, Robin Big. If you weren't a real housewife, Robin Big.
Oh,
And something on BET. You were
College Hill.
you were not making it onto the real world. You were not making it on.
Big Brother.
You were not Big who?
If you made it there, you were eliminated day one.
Survivor.
Yeah.
Black people couldn't even make. Oh my gosh.
Bachelor.
What's a Bachelor?
She's gone. Night one.
Flavor of Love, I Love New York, all those different.
Jesus, you had to be a certain way to be on that show.
Had to be a certain way.
2000s.
But
I love how we ushered in from 90s into 2000s to where we can talk about it.
I feel like 2000s often gets skipped over, and that's not fair.
Oh, God, it purposely does, but it shouldn't.
It shouldn't. There's
It
some
deserves
gems.
a lot of blame for a lot of things.
It caused a lot of problems.
Jesus, it did. Very problematic decade.
But
Or era, yeah.
but when I say, oh my gosh, Real Chance of Love.
Baldwin Hills, that's what.
But what I really
Bad Girls Club, too,
but what
yeah.
I really think through, right, is
Yeah.
when we think about nowadays, it's actually something we watch. Man, you know, I gotta give some credit. Some of the Netflix reality TV shows or the ones associated do a pretty good job of diversity.
They do.
Too Hot to Handle is a good example.
It's a
They
great
do a pretty
example.
good job.
Yeah.
Love Island's getting better.
I've opted out.
And then what's another one? Are You the One didn't give a fuck.
So they went into it.
Are You the One said
Giving a rat's ass.
they
yeah.
said black people.
MTV kicked it off. They for sure kicked it off. Yeah.
Real House Husbands of Hollywood was not a real reality.
It's not.
It's not. It's funny, though.
It is funny.
But no, when I think of that reality television, I was watching Too Hot to Handle, and I was like, wow. Ooh,
I can give you one, The Circle. I don't know if you watched The Circle, but I mean, that's the most diverse.
I hate The Circle.
Really?
I hate it,
I
but
love it.
but it's very diverse.
It's super fucking diverse. It's the most diverse reality show I've ever seen.
I guess Making the Band counts.
The P. Diddy one does.
The P. Diddy one does.
Where he made them walk across the bridge to get some cheesecake.
Yeah, I was like,
Most memorable thing in Dylan. Yeah.
But no, I was like, wow, I was watching back on a few things, and I was like, but what I mean is in more of the mainstream. It doesn't have to be, put into, it has to be on BET, it has to be on MTV.
Right.
Like, finally got a Bachelorette.
Did.
We are having more winners in Survivor.
Oh, did you see that Big Brother season that changed the game?
Really, I did not.
Oh my God! So they fucked up and put like 6 black people in a house. They linked up immediately.
That's all you have to do.
But like usually with these shows,
Oh yeah, the alliances are very flimsy,
fragile, and they could break like that. This one was unfathomable. Like they did not shake to the point where they were the last ones standing after the whole fucking thing, and it wasn't even close. Like they played everybody the way they needed, but they were not voting against each other. And if you don't, it was no way mathematically they wouldn't have made it to the point that they made it to, and they did. And they had the first black winner. And then a season after, they had another black winner, a female black winner. And it was a point in the season after the one where they were called the Cookout. That was the name of the alliance.
Oh, I love this. I need to watch this season.
It's the second to last season, I believe. Watch it. You'll love it. I'm not a big fan of Big Brother because of that fact, because I'm like, black person will never win. They'll always vote him out early. And this season, though, every last one of them were like, we are fans of this show. Nah, it ain't going. One of us are winning this shit. And sure enough, they did. And then the season after that, a guest got voted out because he was like, no, we can't let any people of color link up because they're going to do what they did last season. And then he was branded racist as fuck as well. He should have been. And he was
being right.
No, he wasn't though. They didn't. They were just like, no, we won't. And they didn't. But it was 2 people of color, I believe, that were the last 2 standing. So almost. Yeah, but
Yeah, I like how you started like, he wasn't. Wait, time out.
yeah, it did. Technically it did. You can't say it. And that's where it is now, the way you can't even acknowledge it, because if someone says, hey, why am I on the block this week? Yada, yada.
Yeah, you look at each
It's
other.
like, and then they don't vote for you, and then you just, because it's true, because that's how these shows have went forever, and no one seemed to notice until, it was called out to a point where, like, no, we are winning this.
Dude,
Sorry, America, a black person is winning this
So
shit.
I've recently,
And it was a beautiful
I want to say
thing to
this
watch.
year or last year, got into Survivor very heftily.
Right.
So we've been watching old seasons. We've been catching up. We've been doing a lot better about keeping in tune with Survivor.
Yeah.
Straight up, if you watch some old Survivor, even if you watch some new seasons of Survivor, the reason why black men get voted out and black women get voted out is some wild they literally one time they were like, he's tall and this big.
Yeah. No, it's for some
He's a
dumbest
threat.
fucking reason. It's always he's a threat or he's a good competitor. Shit like that, yeah.
What does that even?
He's a strong competitor.
Strong competitor. I'm like, just catching strays.
You just met me, yeah.
You don't know
We haven't
me.
done a competition yet.
I mean, like, the fuck happened?
Yeah,
And that's how it usually works out.
right.
I mean, it's actually outlandish.
It is crazy.
It's actually kind of, they're like, oh.
Damn near comical if it wasn't so sad, yeah.
And it's usually just, for lack of a better term, it's usually just white men being like, oh, that black woman has too much energy. Like,
She's too sassy.
too sassy.
Yeah.
Throwing off the tribe vibes. It's true. That's a real thing.
Oh, it's so true. It
But when
is
you get
so
when you
true.
start to progress into what we
And
have,
you give them nicknames like Mama D.
stop it.
It's a real thing.
It's true. I know.
That's a real fucking thing.
But when you get to nowadays, right, you are seeing this. You are having more winners come about. You are having more just like not like this is not a spoiler, but a lot of black women, black people being in like these dating shows and not immediately being paired up with the African American counterpart. Love Island still does that. They're working on that one, but they're there.
So I don't watch.
And we're taking that. Thanks, Darth Rabbit, for donating 2
Darth
subs.
Rabbit.
One to thank you, Tan Joe, and Samurai Blacks. Samurai Blacks, you better be in the chat somewhere, just floating around. I mean, come on, you named Samurai Blacks. But it's really interesting because when I was watching Two Out the Handle, they like. I think they just kind of pair whomever they want to.
Oh, yeah,
and
no,
it's
they
a
don't-
great like. I mean,
they
you
don't
remember last
care.
season? It was just people
Yeah.
dating other people.
Dating other people.
And it was
You
cool.
don't know which way it'll go. It's just people dating people.
This season, there's
Well,
like
they're dating. They're fucking around. But either or, it's people of different backgrounds linking up and not giving a flying fuck about it.
you can the person from this season who's like the popular esque one who's getting a lot of attention. He's got a little melanin in him, and we ain't up.
Yeah.
We are relegated back. We're back. All right, look. If you're on Too Hot to Handle and you want to, our dark skinned brothers right here, please stop playing money guard. Get there and be in these relationships. Man, dog, I'm tired of y'all. I'm tired of y'all being
single
every time.
man.
Dark skinned brothers got to be on that
doesn't work.
money. It doesn't work.
Just enjoy the experience, man. But not too much.
Not too much.
But yeah, oh God, again.
Oh, dog, yeah, it was
This is a type now. We're typecasting now.
bro from season
Fuck,
one.
You didn't learn from the last motherfucker?
And the one before that.
The one before that. Oh my God.
Bro, he's out here playing defense on the budget. I'm like, dog, it doesn't work.
Professional cock blocker or what? He's failing, I'm sure.
Oh, he's not nearly as good as the others. I think that's the worst part.
Wasn't it a group who won like $2?
Bro, Lana said, man, fuck it. Y'all don't care.
Break
I
me.
don't care.
Break me immediately. Yeah.
Our dollars are gone.
Yeah.
But we're able to have, but it's just cool to see
It's very refreshing to see that shit.
because it's not even
Because
just
reality shows were just the fucking bottom of the barrel.
bottom of the barrel.
It was porn and reality shows as far as like they clearly don't give a fuck about any delicacies at all.
And they also kept on being like, oh, you could only have black people on a black reality show. They had to be, in a lot of cases, they had to be women who were willing to, like, act out and be quote unquote a certain type of way that, you know, and it's like,
Right.
and it was never just, hey, we have people from different backgrounds coming into play here, businesswomen all the way to, hey, waitresses too, coming on to shows and being able to talk fluidly and talk fluidly about their relationships, what they need, what they want, and they get to partner with whomever they choose.
Yeah,
and that was really cool.
It's a free for all.
And Temptation Island does that very well as well. They do a good job about keeping the couples a mix of.
I'll give that one another chance. Love Island, I just can't. I've seen too many spoofs.
No, so Love Island's tough. Love Island's like at first I didn't get it.
Right.
At second I didn't get it. But then you get to Casa and you're like, oh, I get it. You're like, I get this. Because what's happening is you built, like, with all those episodes, you build a bond. And you're like,
Right.
damn, now I understand. But, hold up. I'm going to go ahead and accept that. Well, guys, we've talked about quite a few things. We talked about the changes of cinema and different varieties. Ended off on a fun and positive note. Because I'm like, hey, you know what? Reality TV doesn't get a showcase. What we need to be doing, and I'm going to end off with just throwing through. What we need to continue to do is get to a place to where these things are in the top 10s on their respective streaming sites and websites wherever possible, and continuing to force things down people's throats as much as we can.
Right.
I'm wanting we can't get a Squid Game, but that's the level of trending I want for a black show nowadays, because we haven't really cracked that top level number one on all platforms, unable to watch anything sort of piece of media just yet.
That, but you're right, yeah.
And it's in like, we've been close. We've been in like Atlantis is great, but it's still in that surrealism camp that doesn't fit everyone's shoe.
Right.
And that's, but I feel
we need a beef.
I feel, we need a beef. We need something that just hits that trending mark.
Right.
And honestly, Netflix, just like, come on.
You know that they ain't gonna do shit.
Because if Atlanta was on
the
Netflix.
Algorithm doesn't say it's gonna be
if
successful.
Atlanta was on Netflix, it would be fine. That's what I'm saying.
I mean, yeah, Hulu ain't really hitting.
All right, so before we head out, so simply too deep, you got a question for us. Go ahead and ask it. I'm keeping it to 2 minutes. Ask a question.
We'll see who we have.
Ooh, okay. Have we thought? Oh, okay. Well, that's one of your questions. Have you guys thought about doing a reaction stream? Do you take requests?
Working on it.
Working on it.
You laugh, you lose.
We're doing a you laugh, you lose during the stream. Yeah.
So they need to send us via Instagram.
And no Patrick.
No Patrick AI.
No Patrick AI.
We will not be able to win.
You can tell you I'm out.
So send us your funny videos to the Instagram, themexcellence Instagram. Tell them that.
Hey, okay, got
email set up too.
Send us your. So we are doing one we're doing a, if you laugh, you lose challenge during our 9-hour stream. So if you want to send us funny videos, and please, for the love of everything, make sure they're funny.
This will be a very easy challenge.
So I'm probably I'm not gonna lie, I'm probably gonna be the one who's like, God damn it, kind of cookout with the shit. I'm probably the one who's like really like I'm pretty subjective on my humor. Like when I laugh hard. But it takes me a little bit. So please come on, give me a challenge. Give me something that throws me off.
Man,
and
these days obviously it's something.
I mean, dude,
if this formula is out there, then it's gonna be something.
No, go ahead. So simply too deep. You got our attention. Come on. Oh, Snowfall. I've heard Snowfall is pretty good.
Snowfall is good. It did not crack, I don't think, the top. Yeah, no, it was always kind of languishing in the ratings, but it is good.
You can send
shout out to FX for keeping it on.
You can send it to our Instagram. So if you go to the Blaxcellence Official on Instagram, you can go ahead and send that in there, and then we should have an email up sometime before the show. That way you guys can send in some of your stuff there. We really want a bunch. We want as many as you guys can have. And please make sure that you guys just keep on shooting it our ways. We're here for y'all. And all right, so simply, well, hey, if you want to ask that question on the show, feel free to. We usually try our best to answer any questions you guys have. If anybody else has any questions, feel free to throw that in there. And I'm happy to see all your faces again. Sometimes I go like a whole week where no one sees me, and then I come back and I'm like, hey guys, time out. I'm here. I'm alive. I'm just usually every other week. Then I'm there for 2 shows. I was like,
show your face. It's all.
Show my face.
Show your face.
Gotta come through and lead. I've been slammed with the word. Oh wait. Okay, here we go. So simply, how to respond to getting enticed into something naughty by your significant other alone in an area other than your house. How do you respond?
You just do it. You find a spot and you do it.
I mean, it's just...
It's pretty simple.
Yeah, if you're into it...
if you're into it. That's
if you're
important.
into it, you say yes. If you're not into it,
you
can say it's a boundary.
Partner know. Yeah, it's just...
That's it.
That's all. It's real simple.
Yeah.
Don't overcomplicate it.
Don't think
That's
about
people's problem. They overcomplicate it.
You're thinking too much about it.
Yeah.
If you're into it, yeah. If you're not,
yeah.
If it's something that your partner needs, you work on it.
Yeah. You talk about it and you work yourself through it, and there you go.
No, yeah. No one should. Yeah, I mean, I've had partners that have put me in predicaments.
No, me too.
But it is what it is because I was willing. I was never. It's always about, are you willing to?
It's been moments where I didn't want to.
I was willing to desecrate a church.
Yeah, no, I will do that in a heartbeat.
I will not go to the Lord. The house.
It's been on my bucket
house of
list.
The Lord.
Yeah.
But no, seriously. No. What show or video game do you relate to the most? And we'll end off on that one. That's one that takes a little thinking, actually.
Yeah, it's difficult.
That's a difficult one. Yeah. We'll say, you know what, Rakeem? We'll save that. We'll think about that question.
Yeah.
And we'll come back, and I promise you we'll answer that on the next Blaxcellence. That's one that requires a little thinking.
Yeah.
Oh, what I meant is that that is what if your partner starts undressing you in an area and that moment. Just talk to them. If you're into, once again, it goes back to if you're into it, then sure.
Yeah,
if you're not into it, just say no.
If you're not, then let them know. I got a fly to kill. Let's wrap this thing up.
Yeah. Tommy out here. Well, it's like you say no, and that's how it has to be.
Yeah.
But Tommy, don't worry. I'm going to end this off on one of the recommendations from the chat, and we'll close out to it. Don't worry. It's not what you're thinking. But I know that the chat said they wanted us to play this before we bounced out.
Nah, man. I'm out.
No, it's not what you're thinking.
Exactly what
it's not what you're thinking. Don't worry. I'm a man of my word. I'm a man of my word. Tommy, the camera's on you. Come say bye. Come say bye. Just come say bye. Come say bye. Sit down. I promise you. I'm a man of my word. All right, y'all. Thank you guys so much for coming into the Blaxcellence. Make sure you guys check out our... You're looking at me like you don't trust me. Make sure you guys check out our July 29th stream. And we will be giving away over $1,000 worth of things. Tommy, say it with me. 1,000.
1,000.
1,000.
Yeah.
1,000. 1000. All the gifts in the world. You guys have been awesome. We want to give you guys the love. And so as we head out, I want to say thank you, Tommy, for joining me today.
You're welcome.
Thank you guys so much, and we are out.
God damn it.
Never too much.
No,